So, we are 3 weeks out as of this weekend to the PCA Scottish. 17 days out to the Granite. So, things are getting tighter and closer. That little bit more detail oriented when it comes to the prep, whether it be being a bit more on top of how much sodium I'm taking in, salt I'm taking in, water, things like that, just for the routine of it more than anything. Like, yes, there's the argument, could I be more optimal, and if I'm having the same amount of salt every day and all this, but up till this week I've been getting I salt most of my meals, whether it be chicken or oats or cream rice, and I always do 2 grams, so all I'm doing is adding salt to pretty much every meal bar my breakfast because it's a bagel. So now I'm getting 10 grams of salt in a day and consistently getting a minimum of 4 litres in a day, and it's just these little boxes getting ticked to make the peak that bit simpler. If I know how much water I'm taking in, if I know how much sodium I'm taking in, when it comes to relaying this information to Brad, he knows how to manage that all. So if we need to put water down. If we need to increase water. If I don't know how much you're doing accurately, then you can't really make an informed decision, which everything with bodybuilding is an informed decision. It's not guesswork. You're making this choice because you know this will happen. Yeah, pretty much up to this point, I've just, in the past, I've not seen a benefit of tracking my salt at, say, 11 weeks out or 10 weeks out, or being overly on top of how much fluid I'm taking in. If I'm cramping up, and I'll drink more water. It may not be the right way to do it, but it's my way of doing it. Just leaving the sunbed now. I've been doing them maybe once a week up till this point, but I actually got burned last time I went, which was last Thursday. So I'm peeling ever so slightly on my stomach, but now my food's quite a bit lower. I don't mind doing the tan and nasal melanotan every day, so I'll be doing that 2 squirts up the nostril every day, and that will help with if I burn or if I don't burn, but it also help just accelerate the tan. So I'll be going every other day now, pretty much up to around about the Wednesday before the show, just to build that base. So I've got, say, like 2 weeks as of today to build the base, because I am a very, very pale skinned geezer. But Brad dropped 55 gram roundabout of carbs off of both my training day and my rest day diet on Sunday just past, and no other changes were made. I'm already 2.4 pounds down from last week, so my weight is sitting around about 203 or 202, which is mental considering the last time I was 2 weeks out, I was sitting around about like 192 pounds. I think the lowest I seen was 189 pounds on the scale. So I'm a good 10 pounds up because I'm significantly leaner than where I was start my peak week, and I've still got arguably 3 weeks to the main show. We're not treating the Granite like a warm-up, but in my head the PCA Scottish is the main show. Well, I'm treating them both as benchers. Ignore that bit. So yeah, very, very, very chuffed with how this prep is going. Obviously I want the win and titles and accolades and all that jazz, but the fact I'm going to finally bring my best on stage is truly it's a feeling that's hard to explain to anyone that's not done this or done something similar. But this prep has been a dream prep. Cardio's not went higher than 45 minutes a day. Food, only today's rest day, has been lower than 150 gram of carbs. I think my training day diet, my rest day diet today is maybe 2,200 calories, something around that range. But I've been a lot lower food, on a lot more cardio, and a lot fucked on higher steps. So I have not felt like I've really needed to mentally dig, which I won't lie, it's been a bit of a fucking head fuck. Because in the past I've always had to dig in to hours of cardio, and I think the lowest cardio I've ever got away with in a prep is 90 minutes a day. And like the lowest my food's ever been, it was like 1,600 calories. I was doing 2.5 hours of cardio. Like my last prep, 2023, around about 90 minutes cardio daily, and I think food got to like the 2,100 mark, and then 2021, I think it was around about 90 minutes cardio a day again. Food was a touch lower. I think food was around about like the 1,800, 1,900 calorie mark. But that's just part of bodybuilding. You got to do what you need to do. Like comparing my prep to anyone else's prep, or comparing someone else's prep to my prep, it's stupid. You're not them and I'm not them, or they're not you, or whatever sounds good. So when it comes to like gauging things, you can only ever gauge it from your previous's, not on anyone else's. But you do just need to kind of suck it up and do what you need to do. Like, it's bodybuilding, it's not tiddlywinks. We're not standing on stage to see who's worked the hardest. We're standing on stage to see who's the leanest, who's got the most amount of muscle, who's got the best shape. That's the aim, that's the goal. That's what you're signing up for. So if you're sadly someone that needs to diet down on low food and high cardio, that's just how the way the cookie crumbles. Just as same way in the off season. If you're someone that gains fat relatively easily, it just means going into the off season, your food's probably not going to be overly high, and you're not going to have a lot of cheat meals. It's just the way, sadly, bodybuilding works. The way the body works. It's up to you, being the person that's choosing to do this, that puts in the efforts and things in place to try to outwork your own genetic limitations, whether that be training harder, being smart with your diet, making smarter food decisions, being more active, sorting stomach issues, whatever that may be, whatever your puzzle may be. It's up to you to figure that out, no one else. It's not anyone else's fault that you have a different puzzle than them. So we are 2 weeks out. I did film some bits on Friday night when I gashed my head open, you can kind of see. But it was a long day. That was at the end of a 12-hour shift, and my body was just fucked. So originally the plan to start this week was to kind of feed up again, but like a proper refeed on Saturday, so yesterday. But fat loss has kind of slowed down a bit, and there's a little just a little fat in water to be pulled around essentially the upper thigh and glute area, which I 100% agree with Brad. I'm not going to be the first person to put my hand up and be like, no, we should be feeding me. Like, I want to be my best. I've said throughout all these vlogs and prep videos that I don't feel like I'm having to work and all this, and it's been a very smooth prep thus far. Today's probably been the first day where I've sadly snapped at Romana and had to dig deep and kind of rely on a lot of internal motivation to get the job done. But that's bodybuilding. That's literally what you're signing up for. There's no piss in the morning. You just gotta get it done. I don't know how well this is because you can't fucking see me. I think a lot of people forget that training does burn calories. It's not a lot at this end, but it does count for something. So I'm just making sure that I'm not dragging my feet or slowing down, coming off the gas, because this is in the past when I have, and that's what lets me down. So making sure we bring it, not just for the granite but the Scottish and the rest of the season, because I am the best I've ever been. And we've got another, arguably 7 to 9 days of work and progress that can be made. So fat free is the goal, and then once the fat's off and once my glutes come in, we're not laughing, but we're there. In a good headspace. Today's been a long day, but it's pretty much because when we left the house at 1, all we did was walk from 1 until 5. Took the dog a walk around Craig, which is kind of one of the wee parks, like the West Lothian area. Sadly, the dog, he came out with a jumper on, and he fucked off into the bushes, and then when he came back, no jumper. If you know what my dog is like, a crazy working cocker spaniel on ecstasy, it kind of adds up. And then just wandered around the shops at Livingston. So got a nice pair of joggies and shorts from River Island that I have on right now, and they're extremely comfortable. And, a candle for my desk, because I finally got a new desk and chair for the setup I've got in the house since moving into the new place. I've not really had my own office space, for lack of a better word. But now that I do, I've got a nice comfy chair, a nice new desk. We're setting up the wall mount, the monitor mount, I guess you call it, last night. I got a nice little candle. It's like these random little finer things that you kind of start to appreciate in a prep. It's just that routine, a little notepad. I think I'm not the only bodybuilder that likes jotting things down and being that little bit analytical about every little thing in a prep. And then yeah, like what else have I done today? Talked about the coaching sheets I've got. and stuff like that. So yeah, feeling fresh, feeling good. I don't feel fresh right now, but I don't feel done in. I don't feel like my body is resisting anything we're doing. I know that tomorrow I'll be surprised if I've not lost more than half a kilo. I can feel it. I'm just excited. Just excited to compete and get back up there. Saying that this morning to Brad, that last time I fucked it and stopped the prep and pushed out. No, not taking any chances this year, that's for sure. We've really pushed it today with the food. As Brad adjusted my diet on Friday when he had a look at me, and that's when the decision was made to not do the refeed. So my food on rest days was cut, and I suggested to Brad that today, I was like, why don't we just kick the fucking bucket and go no carb, or pretty low carb today. So it's 20 to 8 at night and I'm yet to have any carbs that isn't up from a vegetable. I know I should track all the veggies I eat, like the amount and stuff, but I can promise you I've had a lot of mushrooms, lettuce, fucking salad and peppers, and I don't feel anything close to full. So yeah, so I've got another salad meal to have. This one does have fats in it though, that's better. Anyway, yeah, where was I? So today, being 14 days out, sent over my weight to Brad, and he was like, we need to pull off another 45 pounds, I think, mate. So he was like, increase your steps for today. So rather than doing 10k, I've done 13k, so that's why I'm out walking now. Still got my cardio to do. But I just want to get my steps done now so I can, there's no rush to do my cardio, I can come in, do a bit of cardio, have a meal, rest, do the rest of the cardio. So, got 50 minutes to do on the bike, and that's that. Along with the extra steps, we have really pushed it today with the food.